own the Dog Psychology and Training Center. So our stories are going to be based on business experiences and stuff with dogs. So first I'll give you just like a real quick background on us, and then Krystal will tell our first story. So we have 3 kids. We've got a Neapolitan Mastiff and a miniature Schnauzer at home. We've got an outdoor cat. We've got 2 little baby snakes. And we moved almost 3 years ago from Fort Wayne, Indiana to here. The business basically started as like a side business to pay Krystal's way through nursing school. And after she graduated nursing school, because by that point she already had her first employee, things were going pretty good, she decided she was just going to do dog training. And for the longest time, her mom would introduce her to new people as, "This is my other daughter. She dropped out of nursing school." And I think it finally clicked with her that she was actually like running a legitimate business when I left my job as operations manager at FedEx to work under her. So then it was like, okay. I think one of the reasons that it took a while for her to really appreciate what Krystal was doing was because a lot of the concepts that we teach are very simple. They're just not easy. And one of the concepts that we work with a lot is housebreaking. So here's a story about potty training a puppy.
So this is a story about Winston. He's a little, probably 12-week-old mini Labradoodle puppy. So he's a big little fluffball, or little fluffball, yes. And so we do board and train. So the dogs come and stay at our house, and we kind of do real life with them and teach them obedience. And one of the nights of Winston's stay, about 3 a.m., like dead sleep, middle of the night, starts screaming bloody murder. Like normally dogs bark or they whimper or whine, like screaming like something's killing him. So Eric bolts downstairs, and I think he's got this. He's like in his boxer, so it's middle of the night. Bolts down there, the dog's still screaming. And I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I should go check out.
This has probably been several minutes.
Yeah, like screaming. I go down there, Eric's like zombie, like staring at this dog while it's screaming at him. And the dog's like covered in urine. It's fluffy dog, so it's like absorbed it. He's just staring at him like, I gotta get this puppy to stop screaming, so I take it. And I'm just in like a nightshirt and underwear, and I can feel the pee just kind of running down.
I think I'm still standing here like this.
Trying to shush the puppy. He finally calms down, and I had to take him outside to go potty because he's a puppy, and that's what you do when they come out of their cage. At this time, we lived in Indiana, northern Indiana, and this was like January, February.
So it's like at best 10 degrees outside.
So I'm outside in my nightshirt and underwear, like, come on, hurry up! Tell me about it. Come in, Eric's finishing up, cleaning up the cage, all of the bodily fluids, and we get to go back to bed.
And so Krystal actually woke up for this one. So I wake up in the middle of the night so often, not to this shrieking death cry, but I wake up so often, I didn't even remember the story until she started telling me, and I'm like, oh yeah. So yeah, that's just one little glimpse into the world of potty training.
Chicken suit.
He was bold!
He went the funny route. That usually goes over well for like a little bit, and then they get voted off later when the ratings drop.
I'm sorry guys, this is what, the 3rd time this month I've called you all over here.
Yeah, right. You texted us 911, you're like, hey, it's an emergency.
I got too attached to Michael. I felt his story.
Sure.
I thought for sure the chicken thing was gonna win, and I panicked. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I've just been sleeping under the couch since last week. Well, honey, this side hustle is slowly taking over my life. I'm afraid I can't keep paying for your medical school at this point.
Why couldn't you just finish it? It was only a 21-pound burger. That's the burger. We could have won the contest.
I'm over and done as a food competitor, honey. My jaw hurts all the time.
Now tell all my friends that you failed.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hello.
Hey, brah. Hey. Yo, meet up with me and the gang. We're gonna crash on some crinkle fries. Yeah, come on down to the beach. Oh, the radio station.
I can't even hang out with the bros anymore. I'm just wanting to just vomit. There's just so much food.
You're giving up.
I'm giving up. I love you so much, and I want you to finish your goals.
I'm gonna give up too.
You're gonna give up? You're gonna give up?
I'm gonna give up med school if you're gonna give up eating hot dogs.
Seems like an unfair trade, hon. You're just like putting my stomach and my mouth on ransom here.
Yeah, I am. That's what pays the bills.
I like to think that my hard work pays the bill. I'm more than this. I'm more than just this. And a wallet, and money, and stomachs and food.
I fell in
And
love.
burgers and fries.
I fell in love with this.
Not now. I'm having an emotional moment with my wife and a realization.
We're gonna crush some brownies, man.
Mr. Williams, I feel like you're attacking me more than everyone else in the class. I know for a fact more people peed their pants today. I'm just the proudest of it.
It's fine. It's a normal human being, but could you stop? You're peeing now. Stop since you got out of your desk.
Mrs. Caputo, I really appreciate you coming and talking to me in my office. Is there any way that I could ask you to stop peeing yourself right now?
My mom has warned me the problems that can arise if you overstress the bladder. And I don't want polyps.
Can I get a cleanup in aisle 4?
I haven't slept in days.
I haven't been awake in a while. All hyped up on. What are you hyped up on?
It's coffee. It's just regular coffee. Sometimes I like to take the spoon and stir it around in it just to kind of get the feeling like I'm doing something with it because it's coming out of a percolator. That's how tired I am. I'm just looking for action to keep awake.
I'm like that kind of sleepwalking where you know what's happening.
Newborn?
Man, it sucks, man. It sucks.
Newborn?
Huh?
Newborn? You have a newborn?
No, man. This is a quirk I have. I'm awake and I'm asleep, but I know it's happening, and I'm just putting bowls places that don't go. Oh, gosh.
I don't have a newborn either.
What's keeping you up?
Just stressed about it all. Just it all of it. Just a lot.
Man, yeah. We make good roommates, though, you know?
Yeah, neither one of us has to worry about the other one keeping the other one awake. It just happens.
Right, 'cause you can't sleep and I cannot be woken up.
In retrospect, that's how tired I am. Why would I ask you if you have a newborn? Clearly you don't. You didn't move in with one unless you're keeping one in the bedroom. I didn't know that.
Look at us.
Ow.
Yeah, oh, this ice cream's cold.
Let's get our next story.
So this story, so we have sustained a few minor 1 or 2 major injuries doing dog training. This is about the time that I was bitten by a dog. This was early on, before I was really doing much with the business, but I should have known better. I was kind of dog stupid at this point in time. So we're at just a family get-together, and we're in the garage of my grandparents' house, and there's a wasp. It's just kind of a nuisance wasp. He's just, okay, whatever, get out of my face. And like 15 minutes goes by, so I'm starting to get a little agitated. My grandpa is allergic to bees and wasps, so if he gets stung, you know, his arm's gonna be like a football. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get this thing out of here. Get the fly swatter, you know, a couple minutes. I mean, I've never had so much trouble getting a flying thing out of a room.
Like he was leaping into trees to try to get it.
So yeah, I finally, well, after I get him out of the garage and he's non-threat, I'm so just ticked off that he's caused me so much issues that I am outside jumping up in the air, swinging for this wasp. He's like done with us, but I'm fixated on this wasp. So I go for the kill. I'm up, I jump higher than I even thought I could jump. I swing, I get this guy, I come down, and BAM! I get hit in the back of the leg. I'm down on the ground, I'm screaming. My aunt's dog had latched onto my leg. Obviously, I was not paying attention to her whereabouts, and she felt very threatened by my movements. So she took me down. So I'm on the ground screaming, probably like a 4-year-old. She is not
his most manly moment.
Not with my so fast forward, I end up going to the emergency room because I've got puncture wounds, and it's hurting pretty bad. So we go to the emergency room, they stitch me up, send me home, and the pain over the next like day and a half has gotten so bad that not only can I not walk, but I can no longer hobble through the house like this. I mean, I can't lift my leg, nothing. So I am like now crawling through the house like part of the cast of Walking Dead. Like I have nothing from the torso down. I'm like dragging myself through the house. And I know, like I feel like such a baby. Krystal's like, really? Like, I've been bitten by dogs before and it doesn't look that bad. So she's like mocking me. And I'm like, I've never been in so much pain. I'm like, can you go get me some crutches? Like I
He
cannot walk.
actually wanted a wheelchair.
Can you go get me some crutches? And she's like she usually like coddles me when I have like a man cold, and she like really takes care of me. But this time,
Are you kidding me?
like really? I'm like, seriously, I can't walk, I can't do anything. So come to find out, we go back to the emergency room, and it had gotten really infected because.
Well, you're not supposed to stitch up dog bites.
Yeah, so the medical staff should have known, you don't stitch up dog bites, you have to let all that nastiness from their mouth seep out. Otherwise it gets terribly infected. So I had to be like on IV fluids, you know, antibiotics and whatever.
Physical therapy.
It was bad. So finally then she starts, oh, yeah, you must have really been in pain. Like, and so all that transpires, and at the time, this is when I was still working at FedEx, which is a great place to work if you're an hourly employee. As being in management, not so much. I got 0 days off. So it's great.
Hey, if you don't mind if I go ahead and just make a little wasp nest up here. Little pickle wasp. Hi, what's going on, friend?
Oh, well, look at who it is.
It's me, the wasp. I don't have a name because there's a bunch of us. Confusing.
Hey, little guy, this is my garage.
Oh, not anymore, it ain't. It's gonna be mine and my children's.
Oh, I just know you're up there you're just planning having a whole brood of you sons of guns.
Well, I insinuated as much.
Are you making her home?
Oh, I'm making it right now.
Yeah, he's got a wife.
Oh, yeah, wasp wife. I just call her wasp wife. She don't have a name either.
Honey, there's wasps.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it, all right?
That's what you said last time, and then we had a whole bunch of rats.
I know.
I'm so active right now, I'm actually moving the light.
The main rat had a rat wife.
Yeah, rats don't name each other either.
No.
Look, honey, it was one little rat, and it was cute. It was a nice little rat. Now, look, these are disgusting, all right? I'm not gonna.
I want you to kill them.
Hey, I'm beautiful by wasp standards.
Yeah, she's genuinely like a 10. You know? I really made out lucky.
All right, well, how about a number 2? I got a pencil. I'm gonna puncture this stuff.
Don't make him mad.
Yeah,
Why are you
do
doing
it.
that?
Yeah, even your human wife knows. You know what her name is? Y'all name each other? I don't care. I'm a wasp.
This is Helen.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna call her human wife.
Look, if I'm gonna get rid of him, I'm gonna make him
Hey,
mad.
hey, baby, you wanna go ahead and put some larvae up in here? Here, I'll switch with you.
What's going on?
She's putting larvae in there.
All right.
And I'm protecting her.
Yeah, I'm helping.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Coach, give me the secret ingredients for the game too.
Maybe.
You gave me those rabies. Oh, he must be real serious about this game then. He's real serious.
That's right. That's right, Roscoe. Oh, yeah, Roscoe. That's right. You're my secret weapon. Let's see, who's next on the list? I wonder how those other 2 kids are doing.
You look normal. I must not be like one of his starters.
We cut to the night of the football game. Hello, welcome to the Greenville in Greenville. Tonight's football game is brought to you by TCBY, yogurt that doesn't exist anymore. Here we have the team, the Greenvillian Greenvillians. Oh my God, they look practically rabid. Meanwhile, the Columbia Columbians are looking real iffy.
Come on, Jimmy.
Wow,
Never met me.
The Greenvillians are now biting each other. It's a practical zombie apocalypse. There is blood on the field and the referees are allowing it. No flags on that play. That's not how I would have called that. We cut to the after party at Sonic. You guys have eaten all the food we have.
Yeah. He said it.
You know, I'm thinking. Have I told you the story of how I got this boo-boo?
I never wanted to ask. I never wanted to ask. Chainsaw. You got that nasty-looking scar on your face. I always thought it was a personal issue.
Scar on my face. The leg is wooden.
How'd you get that boo-boo?
There I was, in my own yard. I was doing yoga.
One does to keep up their flexibility.
And what do you know? I went too far. I went too far. I down dogged myself out of a leg. I was in that yard for 4 hours before someone found me. I was crying like a baby.
Your trauma. I figured I'd show you one of mine.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
No, hey, I want to make sure you're finished.
Tell me your story.
All right.
Let me put my towel.
My chest. My chest
boo-boo.
Pretty intense, right?
Tell me your worst story.
All right.
Set the scene.
So, I was 10 years old.
Oh,
And I was in the top bunk playing around when I should have been going to sleep.
were there stickers on it?
Stickers on the bunk bed?
Yes. What kind? Describe them.
Of
Okay, I
course.
can see it.
Well, I was doohicking around up there when I should have been sleeping, and I accidentally fell.
Oh,
A
God.
whole 2 bunk bed stories.
Oh.
And lo and behold, me and my younger brother had been playing Legos that night.
Were they assembled or were they disassembled?
They were assembled all over that floor, and then they became reassembled all over this. Lego scars right here.
There's still one in there.
That's a minute. The doctor said someday it might come out again. My mom kissed it. Didn't make it any better. Didn't make it any better. Not a lot of people know that story.
Do you want to hear about my emotional boo-boos?
Chainsaw, you know I do.
There I was, in my own backyard, doing yoga.
Babe, I miss you so much. It sucks that we're in a long-distance relationship.
Baby, I know it.
You know, I was thinking we could maybe like try something new today.
Like what?
Maybe like talking dirty on the phone.
Oh.
Maybe, okay, I've been like thinking about this. Maybe like I can go first.
Yeah, no, you kind of sprung it on me. I gotta...
Well, I just wanted to be like fun, you know?
Sure.
Okay, like bite my ass. Just like right on the ass. Is that good? Do you think that's good?
I guess.
Okay, well, I mean, like, I was like trying to start with the winners.
All right, baby, pinch my face.
Yeah, okay.
Pinch it with your fingers.
Slap my knee. Oh my God. You are so bad. I know, like, I don't even know what came over me. I just was like, you know what? I want to be like that, like, you know, cool girlfriend that's like comfortable with that. I was so dirty.
You are.
Oh, like, do you think I should? Yeah, I should definitely. Like, you could use my phone.
What now?
I want you to, to like massage my calf.
Yeah, baby, I'm massaging it so hard.
Wow. I mean, I just described, like, massage.
That sounds real, like...
I mean, it was...
What?
Say word.
Why'd you call me? I'm at work.
Say some words.
How am I supposed to say this? Don't let people think I'm at a library. All right, I want to put your, Richard between a book?
Say it louder.
What?
You had to be there. The metaphors were just flowing. They were so literary.
I'm kind of jealous. I want to try that again.
Call him. Call Richard.
Oh.
Hey, Richard.
Hey.
Yeah, you're the librarian.
Sure.
You talk literally to me?
So the next story is about a dog named Monty. He was a Bernedoodle, about 8 months old, and super rambunctious. And normally we wouldn't take dogs in that aren't feeling well because who wants to learn something new when you're not feeling well? But he had an ear infection that his mom couldn't put the eardrops in because this puppy, he's like this tall, and he's wiggly, bumping all over the place, he couldn't hold still. So
I don't know if wiggly is the word, I mean.
He's a long and lanky, awkward puppy. And so I just went to this new workshop where we're really big into continuing education and seminars, and I wanted to try this new method with them. So I have Eric sitting here, and I've done a lot of volunteer work at the shelters and the animal care and control with like spays and neuters and emergency surgery. So I'm trying to coach Eric in this moment of this like dog that's this tall, how to properly restrain him.
So I still work a full-time job. I just like help her on the side.
Yeah.
Like when she says, "Hey Eric, come here," I'm like the guinea pig. So I'm like,
I'm like touching me, literally. I'm like, hold him. He's like, I'm doing what you said. And I'm like trying to do this method on Monty, and he's like bucking all over the place. I had like a bruise on my eye, a fat lip, and like Eric and I are just like spit flying at each other, like, you're not doing it.
"Yes, I am!"
And so I'm like trying to coach Monty through this process of putting his eardrops in, and the whole time, like when it's over, like we're like, oh my gosh.
Well, we were like so amped up to try out this new thing that we had learned. We were
Didn't think it
recording.
worked at all.
We were recording midway through. I threw the camera down.
Yeah.
Like, nobody is gonna see this.
It was awful. It did not go as well as it went in the seminar.
I don't think we spoke the rest of the evening.
I don't think we did.
Oh, Lord.
It was very bad. So the next day we go to get Monty out, and
Very
we've
apprehensive.
had him out obviously, but we go to get him out to get his medicine in, and we delayed to like the last second that his meds were due. I was like, all right, I love you, but you really got to hold this dog right. And he's like, I did it exactly as you said. So we still didn't get any ground with that argument at all. So we go to get Monty out, we put him on the bed, and he sits there
And
still.
I'm like ready.
Yeah.
Grace.
He's got the chokehold
Grace,
ready.
I'm like up against the wall now. Got this guy.
So we go to put the eardrops in. He doesn't move at all. Like I thought we broke him. Like he just sat there stoically. And then when I was done putting the eardrops in both ears, he just kind of looked at me like, "Is that what you wanted?" Yes, it worked.
I think it worked.
So we get the go home. Owner comes.
We didn't
and
record
goes,
that.
No.
The camera was off.
And, yeah. So the owner comes and you can tell us that.
Yeah, so the owner comes, we do crash course before we send the dogs home with the owner. So we're like, we go through all the regular obedience stuff, and they're like, okay.
And we're
now,
up here, like we're euphoric, like
man,
so excited.
We're like, she is gonna just lose her stuff.
Wow,
She's gonna be so amped up because this is why the dog was here. She cannot restrain him, can't do anything. So we're like, okay, now try and give him his drops. She's gonna freak out. So she goes, okay, goes in first ear, goes in the second ear. We're like, what do you think? He's like it's nothing. We're
Like she's like, it ain't no thing.
like we had
A near divorce experience.
Oh my God! This was almost like life changing for us.
Okay, we're good.
Alright. Cool. Eclipse. Neat. That was neat. What? That was pretty neat. Yeah.
That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
The moon went over the sun.
A confluence of stellar objects came together for a moment before us, blotting out all the things in the sky.
It's really pretty.
What?
It's really pretty. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh my God, guys, did you see it?
Yes!
Did you see it?
I saw it!
Cool little shadows. All the cool shadows.
Exactly, the shadows here, the shadows in my soul.
I saw myself in a way I've never seen myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's over now, so.
They're saying the same things, but they're saying it in a way that makes me mad.
Yeah, that's we just did it. We didn't even have to leave town.
Doesn't it make
It hurts right here.
such a beautiful thing that just happened?
You don't appreciate it.
You don't appreciate
You
it.
don't appreciate
I have
it.
glasses. It's fine. Like I have the card.
I wish I could reach into your memory and take that beautiful moment. You don't deserve deserve it.
I have 2 of them.
I went to like 2 different CVS's to like find the glasses.
Oh yeah, cool. It's
I wish I could go back in time and take your glasses away right at the end. Just burn your eyes.
I took a photo on my cell phone, so I'll remember it forever. And it actually, like it photographs super well, like surprisingly
Oh, let me
well.
see it then. Can I see it?
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You asshole! That was my phone! I love my iPhone! That iPhone was my...
I mean, it's not a big
Not a big deal.
I finally got you, Mr. Bond. I finally got you. If you would stop wiggling, I could hit you with this laser.
Yeah, well, whatever you want.
All these years, Mr. Bond, we've been chasing each other. And it's come down to this one moment. This one beautiful moment, if you would stop wiggling.
Blofeld, you know I can't help myself. I figure you're gonna monologue for a bit and then I'll go ahead and escape out of here.
Mr. Bond, if you're going to escape, could you do it with some class?
Blofeld, I haven't tied you up before. Do you know how uncomfortable these bonds are and how difficult it is actually to get out of it and look classy while doing it? I mean, I'm already in a tuxedo. I'm just a little bit wiggly. You Reg didn't give me a gadget to do it, to look cool doing it, so this is the old-fashioned way.
Are you?
Mr. Bond, I hope you have prepared yourself to die. I hope you called your next of kin. And why are you moving? Quit wiggling around.
Your devious plots are about as devious as these ropes you've got me tied up in.
Yes, but the acid is going to miss you.
Right.
Wiggling your chair around.
Sorry, I'm just a little bit wiggly.
Stop it! Hold it!
This chair doesn't feel very sturdy.
I bought a chair at a second-hand store. It's going to get covered in acid anyway. Let me use my mom's chair. It's a family heirloom.
Well, it would have been nice to know you'd cared that much, but clearly you don't.
I care for you as much as I do that chair, that piece of trash. Now, look, I gotta recalibrate the acid. I gotta find a ladder now.
Oh, my hand's free.
Do you think anyone's actually gonna buy a 2003 Jeep Cherokee because of me?
I just feel like, what are we actually bringing to the table?
Catching their attention. When they see you, they'll see the Jeeps. And when they see the Jeeps...
Oh, I can't believe my wife is dead. I guess I'll have to lay... Oh my God, look at you. Oh my God. Are you trying to kill me? What are you doing? Oh! Definitely gonna lay a goddamn house on you.
Old man, what's, you interested in a car? I see you talking to the inflatable thing.
Yeah, let's get some over here.
Well, it's just granted, randomly, it looks like it's going to come over and take a swing at you.
Definitely feels like it's gonna do it.
Well, should I leave you alone with this? I feel like you're not looking at any of the
I'm old and I distrust things. My wife's gone, so I can't ask somebody else about it.
Oh, I know. Do you want to buy this?
We see their lives together.
Oh, that's Ruby for you! We're on a bicycle now. Turn the pedals, you dumb! There we go! Oh, I can't believe we're on top of the Eiffel Tower together.
Oh no, she's too close to the edge.
Oh. Can I interest you in a car?
Take a brief intermission and take a quick breather. Let you guys go to the bathroom, get drinks, get food, whatever you want. We'll be back probably about 8 minutes or so. Don't go too far. Cool, guys. Welcome back from the intermission. Who got drinks? Who got snacks?
Yeah.
We got drinks. We got beer. We got anybody get snacks?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Great. Well, hey, looks like we got.
You said you have a snack.
Still don't.
I forgot to ask if anybody could give me one. Cool, guys, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get our fourth story.
So when dog training, obviously, we do consults with people before we work with them to make sure we're a good fit. And one of our most memorable consults was when I was training a trainer to be a dog trainer. And so we show up to this lady's house, and we're gonna call her Sarah. And we open the door, we say, "Hi, I'm Krystal from the Dog Psychology and Training Center." It's like, "Oh, come in." So we come in, and as soon as we step in the door, "So you guys twosies?" Like a Sean, "Excuse me?" "So you guys twosies?" I look at Sean again, he's like, "I don't understand." So you guys always come in twos? No, like before I could even talk, like she jumped into the twosie thing. I'm like, no, he's shadowing me today, so he's just learning. She's like, "Oh, okay." So we're standing there awkwardly. "Do you mind if we go sit down?" "Oh, sure. And she kind of gestures to the living room, and where the couch cushions were all like flipped up on the back of the couch. So, like we're kind of like standing by the couch, expecting her to fix it, and she doesn't. So we're just like, okay, we sit on the wires. That's not the best part. So she sits on the floor in front of us when there's plenty of furniture. Okay, that's not totally weird. Some people prefer the floor. That's fine. And then she's sitting on the floor, and she has her knees up, and then she's like laying on her side. She's back on the floor. She lays back now, so her feet are like straight up in the air. And we're like, I'm trying to ask questions seriously about her dog's aggression here instead of evil. And I'm like, okay. And then her feet go from over her head. She's like doing a yoga pose now. They're like way behind her. And I'm like, looking at Sean. I'm trying not to laugh. So I'm like, and so how long has so-and-so been biting people? Trying not to laugh out loud. And she's like, she cannot stop moving this whole time. Like she's just all over the place, stretching, and she signed up. So she was a client, and she was awesome. But that was questionable.
Wasn't there something else quirky? See, I wasn't there, so I've just heard this story so many times, and I know it's juicy. Wasn't there something else that she did that was like totally off the wall?
I think she wanted to bring her aggressive dog in without the muzzle. And I'm like, no, she's fine out in the backyard. Like, I don't need to assess the dog. I can work with dogs. Like, we really assess people.
Yeah, we haven't come across the dog yet that we've had issues with,
so
but we have fired some people.
Oh no, she wanted to show me the house. I'm like, no, we're good in the living room.
Like a full tour.
Yeah, she did. She wanted me to come back to the bedroom to get her papers. I'm like, you can go get them. Me and Sean will be here. And then she wanted to show me the kitchen because that's where she's like bit somebody. I'm like, I don't need to see the room. Right? Like, there's no, we don't have like black lights to see the blood splatter. So she was just the character that I've yet to top. Like nobody tops that. So yeah.
That's great.
Welcome. I think you're going to fit fine in this firm.
Great.
Well, we've got just a couple like interview questions. Well, yeah, just get chairs. So tell me, Greg, why do you want to join the Peterson and Peterson law firm?
Well, I've always thought of myself as a team player. You know, somebody who really takes what's given to them and runs with it. I really like to view myself as somebody who really adds something of value.
And you were at your last law firm for at least 5 years. Tell me about that. How was it?
My employer was a little bit eccentric. He was one of those people who just never moved.
I don't like to judge people. That's weird. So we are a tax law firm. So
it was criminal law, so like
yeah,
that part's gonna be different.
This is a different field for you to be in.
Right.
You know, I have a good feeling about you. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you're going to fit into this firm really well.
Right. Thank you. I really appreciate this opportunity, Mr.
It's no big. Ask me some questions.
So this is the house I grew up in.
No way.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
This is the kitchen.
All right.
And it's where Grandma Sue died.
Okay.
Yeah. She just had a heart attack right there. And she fell into the bowl of grits.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that many details about it before.
Some hair got burnt on the stove. Still like when you cook on the stove, you can smell it.
What's your bedroom? What's your bedroom?
I'm going to show it to you.
Yeah, enough of the kitchen and all that.
So here's the bedroom.
Oh, is it? Oh, look at this. You got posters.
I know,
Oh.
right? Yeah. You want to hear the best story that happened here?
All right, sure.
So, you know when you're kids and your teeth are loose and you slam the door shut?
Oh, yeah, well, get your tooth
Pull
out.
his teeth-
Yeah.
yeah. So we did that to my brother, but it pulled his whole jaw out. Big old blood I mean, these frames are like built to last.
Sure. I know, but I've seen your brother. He seems to talk fine.
Oh yeah. We got it taken care of. It's like parts of shin bone in there.
Well, you never know, but holy moly, that's golly. Well, what about what happened in the basement?
This is a lot of fun.
Oh, okay. Well, this looks like a normal basement. Yeah. There's like a rec room down here, a little romp room. Yeah.
Right. So we used to play, regular Nintendo.
Oh,
on that
me
TV.
too. I love
it was
that.
so
Yeah,
fun.
it's a sweet big old TV right
Yeah.
there.
But we had this party one time when we were kids.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah, and we were playing that game in the bathroom where you say Mary's name.
What?
And then Thomas never came back.
Cut to the bathroom that next morning where he's brushing his teeth.
breakfast the next morning? The next morning.
I'm in the mirror. I'm in the mirror.
Honey? What did this Thomas kid look like?
Oh, he had glasses and braces and dark hair, like a bowl cut.
Terrible haircut, right?
Honey,
Yeah.
Mary's in here. Help me.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, I'm really down to get a couch, like I am. It might be too big of a step for us, you know?
Yeah. I don't wanna jump up too far.
I know, like,
We could get like one wicker chair.
like that roughness that my butt's used to.
Yeah.
I don't think I can handle this level of softness. It's just like,
Oh, what is this even made
I don't
of?
know.
Is this fit for humans?
Looky at here. Okay, a good old couple here trying to decide on what kind of furniture they want.
We like to call ourselves twofers.
A twofer in my store.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Oh, this is a very comfortable couch that you've got that you're looking at.
Yeah. We were just wondering if it was too comfortable.
Yeah, you look like, you don't, yeah.
People
you don't-
actually buy this?
Yeah, you look like you don't like that. You're not those kind of twofers.
Yeah. we're used to pretty rough sitting.
Well, if you look over here, we've got a couple of wicker chairs, but
Oh,
no.
no.
You two look like the type of twofer that would host parties with a large oriental rug and a lot of cushions, a lot of seats, a lot of crisscross applesauce.
As long as the cushions are a little bit rough.
Oh, yeah. Little hard, little rough.
Hard.
Burlap it is. Burlap. You throw some burlap
Wow.
cushions.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you wanna? Here's an example one right here. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very scratchy. It's burlap from the finest Franciscan monk clothes.
We need burlap from the worst Franciscan monks.
Right. You know, they like
Can we
it very
have
scratchy.
as low a thread count as possible?
100 is the thread count. 100%.
Only 100.
I was making a goof. 100%. 100 thread count.
I don't know if this is gonna work out. I just.
Hey, look who's in my junkyard.
So we're gonna just a couple little tidbits from. We do dog events, so we do get like a vendor booth, and we're there available to answer questions and promote the business and whatnot. So we've had some encounters and just some funny ongoing things that have always happened. So first, before we tell this joke, on the count of 3, give me a dog breed name. 1, 2, 3.
Spaniel. Spaniel.
Cool. They didn't say it. You can do this
Okay,
joke.
so we often try to engage in conversation with people to inquire about their dogs and the troubles that they might be having. And we often ask the first question, what kind of dogs do you have?
Rescue.
What kind of breed is that?
It's a rescue. Yeah, I rescued him.
The other
Like
one,
the AKC's registering
right,
this
and
now.
it is a breed. We get that question, or that answer, more so than any breed. A rescue. It's like asking what kind of car do you have? A blue one?
Wear it like as a badge of honor. Like, yes, I rescued this dog, so they like have to get credit for it. Before they go.
Some of the other funny answers we get are like, they'll ask for advice. How do you fix this problem? And we'll ask some questions about their dog to get to know their dog's personality, and we'll give them an answer. Yeah, that won't work for my dog.
So we'll explain to them like, well, we work with this all the time, and then we've addressed this. We have before and after videos of dogs just like this. Like, this is what we do. Normally in 2 weeks or less. It won't work.
It won't work.
My dog's been doing this since he was a puppy.
Yeah.
Well, we work with dogs, anywhere from 10 weeks to 13 years old. Oh, my dog was a run of the litter. I'm like, whatever.
Or it can be the opposite, where they'll say, oh, my dog doesn't need training, as it's peeing on our table, trying to steal the cookies off, or jumping in my face, or pulling them away as they're trying to talk with us. Yeah, okay, good luck.
He doesn't do anything wrong.
One of my other favorite event moments, there's been a few actually, shortly after we had our first baby, we're a family-ran dog training business, so the kids are very involved. And I went to change a diaper or a bathroom break. I come back and Eric's. And I see people at our table. There's the baby. Hey! There's been a couple times I've had people come up to me as I'm like trying to talk to other vendors, and they're like, "Your husband's sleeping at their table."
I think somebody, I think I got called out once because somebody posted a picture of me on Facebook.
Yes! Sleeping on the jazz.
I've got a good streak going. It's been at least 2 or 3 years since I've fallen asleep.
There's
Right?
progress. But the best story.
What? First,
Oh, okay.
before we tell this one, I have to tell. So we did one event in Spartanburg. One event. So we're at the table. We're used to people telling us stories that we're not that interested in, but they have to like tell us like the whole story.
So like from birth of their dog to the death of their last dog, but we're supposed to be talking about this other dog.
The death of their dog that died 3 years ago. It's like, are you over this yet? Like, okay.
Well, we're talking about Charles, not Finley.
So we're accustomed. We're accustomed to trying to stay engaged with stories that, or maybe stories we've heard 100 times, or we know are going nowhere, but somebody just like needs somebody to talk to. But there was this one family in Spartanburg that comes up to us, and you can tell they were not interested in training at all. They're just like, you guys do dog training. Oh, we're gonna tell, honey. We're gonna tell them this story. I'll go ahead and tell them this story. So it's like, okay, cool. So they're telling us the story, and we're like, so far it's good, and then the one day I was driving in the driveway, and I heard this thud, so I wasn't sure what I hit, so I put it in reverse, and I just went back over, and then I got back out, and I'm like, this story went south real fast. So she's like, what? When I get out, our like engaged, like enthusiastic face is gone at this point. Like I have no words.
Is there a punchline?
And I'm like, she is not gonna say what I think she's gonna say. Sure enough, I got out, and it was Fido. And then her husband's like, I don't know why we left him outside. What? Why are you telling us this? And why do you guys not seem to care about this? So we do not do any events in Spartanburg. But yeah. This was one of the first big events we did. It's a big Pet Expo in Indiana. Like thousands of people come to this.
Was a
tons
guest
of vendors
speaker,
at the
so
Coliseum.
I'm feeling pretty big.
Yeah, they asked her to do a speech on euthanasia. So that was a fun topic.
Great audience.
But anyway, like she was a guest speaker, so
we're walking in to set up the tables, pre-event. I have my Mastiff's leash draped over my shoulder because I'm all that. And I'm carrying my stuff. My Mastiff's walking, she's not pulling.
This is like legit, like, hey, you can't tell by the way I'm using my like she's got the princess wave going on.
And all these mouths are looking at me like, and I'm thinking, I can change your mouth.
Impressive, right?
Finally, somebody speaks up and says, ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. I'm like, yeah.
So we look back to the entrance that we came in. This is probably 100 feet back or so. And from there to where we are now is a trail of Mastiff poop.
She lifts her tail and walks across.
She never broke stride. Never tension on the leash. She walked in perfect position. But yes, the chopped draws were in awe, not because of how impressive our dog's obedience was, but because we had covered the entire Coliseum in feces.
Hey, Charles Finley, this is my dog. He's a rescue. I rescued him.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I'm a rescuer. Just thought you should know, attractive lady who's walking by.
He's a very good-looking dog.
He's a rescue. I'm not sure what kind of dog he is, but I rescued him. From the pound.
Why do you need to know what my dog is?
I-
He only loves. You don't need to know what he's a dog. His name is Charles.
It's very cute.
Do you need to categorize something to love it?
No.
I'm real sorry. My dog is actually a celebrity. So you're not allowed to like get. You probably recognize him.
I mean, he looks like that dog in the pool commercial.
Yeah, my dog sells pools.
Me.
He jumps in, splashes around, pools sell like hotcakes. Do you want a potograph?
I'm so glad that you also started actively peeing your pants in school.
It's cool.
It's like better when there's two of us.
Yeah.
Alright, my word's about to come up, so I'm just gonna go like nail the spelling bee.
Do it.
The word is delicious.
Ooh.
Honestly, I think you got it. A little distracted. Yeah, sure, delicious. Good job. All right, next.
Okay, here I go.
Your word is microphone.
Microphone.
Don't stop that stream.
M-I-C-R-O.
This is not
P-H-O-N-E. Microphone.
Well, again, I did not even.
Are you distracted by my projection?
What the hell's on ESPN?
I gotta tell you the story.
Before I tell you.
Oh, well, we can hand off between ourselves.
Story.
Oh, you got a story? Well, you got a story? Oh, you got a story?
Who was here first?
Oh, well, well, yeah, okay.
We're tied.
You go.
Okay, you go.
You go.
Well, okay. Let me tell you the story of how I got this owie.
Well, now do I tell a little bit of mine?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna tell you the story of the time I killed a human husband and wife.
Now you know.
Okay. One time I built a race car.
Oh,
Like a
right.
small one.
My wife once flamethrowered a hornet's nest in our garage.
I had a kid go missing in my house.
Okay, there I was, steppersizing. Go.
There I was being mad at the world.
So I went to the store to buy race car paint.
There I was, my house in flames.
I thought it was gonna be 7 minutes in heaven.
17 minutes in, I got real winded.
I was just in my night skivvies and I heard a thud at the door.
I feel like my story doesn't work.
The male hornet screamed, my wife hornet.
And when I opened the door, he wasn't there.
And then after I stubbed my toe, I cried.
I opened the door and there's a man and a woman standing there.
Oh.
Again, I don't know.
I just realized I've been saying hornets, I meant wasps.
And then I threw my husband.
And then the tears were streaming down my face. Oh, my toe.
I screamed bloody murder and used the hatchet I carried in my hand. That's it, I killed him.